Hi folks, in this one I'm going to talk to you about the anger management tracker. Now before I get onto the tracker itself, I have to say that anything that gets tracked gets managed. That's the saying, and I found this to be true because anything I have wanted to track or manage, I've used an Excel sheet for it and made my own variables. So I've stopped smoking, I've stopped some bad habits. I'll share a link on stopping smoking below. But yeah, so if you want to track and manage something, I highly recommend using some kind of tracker to know all these things. So let's have a look at the anger tracker. My columns are very different to what I originally started with. I'd say that column A to E is all the stuff that triggers me or the bad parts, and then the next few columns, especially the last column, I want to be about solutions or to find a way to take 100% control of my reaction to that situation. Remember, act, don't react. So let's take a look at that first column again. It's the date, and then B is trigger. What was the situation that triggered you? Identify what were the root causes of that. For example, in my case, I saw a pattern that it was disrespect to the boundaries I set, or situations I could not control which I wanted to have control of. For example, someone said something and you would be like, why didn't he say it this way, or why did he say it this way when they could have said it that way? Now I can't control how someone talks. I should get the point instead. Column C is expression, and there's 1, 2, 3 down there. So what did you do? Did you choose to express yourself? Number 1, did you just feel angry? Number 2, did you act out in an aggressive expression? Number 3, did you have resentment or unresolved anger? Column D, intensity. How intense did you react? Even if it was for 1 second, 5 seconds, 1 minute, how intense was it? Put your intensity there. Duration. How long did you stay angry after you reacted to it? Next is frequency, column F. Now this one is just to give you a better idea. Well, I've added it in to tell me how many days since the last incident. When I look at all my dates, I can see that from October the frequency starts getting more and more, or the time frame since the last incidents become more and more, because we have Diwali, we have Navratri, we have all these Christmas shenanigans and BS which I really can't stand. January till March is birthdays, so between October to March I'm already on edge, so I know I need to be more in control of my reactions. Now column G, did I swear? Did I use bad words? Did I use the bad words at them, or was I just saying it to myself? I've added this one because I want to track this, as I don't want to be a bad example to my son. I've added this variable for myself. And then the final column H, it is for solutions. What could be done different? How could I have avoided it? How can I mitigate it and take responsibility for it myself, and not let anyone else have the power for this? So I'll give you an example of how I look at this tracker now. From the column B, the triggers, I can see when my sleep is messed with. If I don't have a smooth sleep, I can end up reacting to that. If my routines, which I'm used to having, fall in place one after another, go off, I can have a reaction to that. A lot of people in the anger management groups and places have this issue. They can't control what the other person says, how people act. And yes, so the fourth one for me is bad drivers. They always get on my nerves, and I need to also cut out saying always. They don't get on my nerves. I let them get on my nerves. I take responsibility for letting them get on my nerves. So in column C, my expression, I can see a pattern already in my list. But since I've been tracking this, I've slowly started saying, I'm not in a very good mood right now, so I'm going to go to the garage or I'm going to go to the gym to let off some steam and think about things. Column D, according to my list, my pattern is that time between October to March, where December and January are the most stressful for me, and that's where my intensity goes very high. But on the flip side, column E, the duration of how long I stay angry is very short. The pattern is 1 minute for those intense times. Frequency I've already talked about. Swearing I've started replacing words with some other, like sugar instead of the S word, things like that. Now this solution part, I think, is the biggest bit, because this is where you take control of your emotions. That's your problem. It's all on you. Don't blame it on others. Don't use your anger management groups as an excuse or to justify your anger, but to use it as a place to learn how you could have taken back control of your senses and your reactions. The pattern I see in my column H is that the faster I learn to step away and keep quiet until I have a healthier reaction, the better for me. And there's this other bit which is halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, and tired. If you are any of these, just eat something, get a rest, try and sleep, or just get away, because remember that anger is not the problem. It's your reaction, especially your aggressive reaction to that anger. When you feel the anger, you have to acknowledge it. You have to go through the process of saying, okay, I'm angry. How much am I justified to be angry? How much am I overreacting? You cut out the overreacting bit, then you focus on how much you're justified to be angry and how are you going to express it in a healthy way so you can stop it from happening or you can deal with it. So back to that halt. Hungry, angry, lonely, tired. If you're going to engage in self-destructive behavior, these are the times you are going to do it. So eat something, especially protein, because your brain needs some kind of protein, whatever the protein has, to deal with that. If you're lonely, start joining groups which make you happy, which expand your consciousness instead of contract it. They make you feel lighter. Engage with company which make you feel lighter. I have made separate videos and I'll share those with you on how to set your boundaries, and loved ones in your life, they're bound to cross these boundaries again and again. That's what you are most probably doing to some other people. So have an understanding there and just say, look, I've been repeating these things. I'm getting tired of it. How can we make it so that we don't have to keep repeating this? Finally, at the bottom of my tracker, I have made a big note which I usually update when I find something more useful, but it goes, you misplaced where you put your anger. Will this matter in 5 days, 5 weeks, 5 months, 5 years? So I'll put myself through each of these and see, am I giving this emotion that much priority, or am I giving it the right amount of priority? Is it going to resolve itself in time? But yes, people, main takeaways: step away, eat something, get some rest, engage with good company, write down how you're going to find a healthier way of expression after you've taken 100% responsibility for your expression or reaction. Any questions, please feel free to ask. I'm always studying this stuff, so I'm always trying to get better, and I'm more than happy to look for you. Thank you.